Scopesy, cold one today. How do you feel it was?
It was a bit always breezy, isn't it, over here? So it's never. But the sun was shining. The sun was awkward, wasn't it? I think it was for both teams in that sort of then first half, us second half. It was a bit awkward as a on our side as a management looking across the pitch. It was difficult to see. So, but I thought we handled the conditions okay today. Case getting over the line, wasn't it? I think it was one of them games. It was a little bit flat, a little bit dead. Maybe I thought we did well first half to build a bit of pressure and get our first goal. And then it's probably a case of if you get that second goal in that second half, you probably go on and win that 3 or 4 maybe, because I didn't think they had much fight. But the longer it went on, the more nervy you maybe get. And then obviously we did concede, which was a bit disappointing really. And I think the boys had to probably go and try and grab the game by the scruff of the neck at 1-0 and get our second goal, and as I said, get over the line, but we didn't. But the response to going 1-1 and getting straight back in the game straight away afterwards was brilliant. And then we probably had a few chances after that to sort of go ahead. But like I say, when you're down to the sort of business end of the season, when you've got 11 games left, it's about winning, and that's ultimately what we got done today, and we had to that. Points total with another 3 points. Yeah.
Do you think it was a tough one today against Dereham, the way they played as well?
Yeah. If I'm honest, I couldn't quite work them out really. I wasn't sure what their game plan was, and they played against the wind first half and sort of sat in a little bit and let us have a lot of the ball and a lot of pressure. I think we had 5 corners in the first half and 5 throws going into the box, and ultimately scored from that. So I thought second half they would come out and have a bit of a go, and they didn't really, in all honesty. And I think it was a case of just us trying to get that second goal. And then they scored, out of the blue from a bit of pressure and a couple of bit of errors from us.
Quite unexpected as well.
Yeah, probably against run of play. I think give a cheap ball away from a goal kick and then a corner and they've scored. But so I wasn't quite sure of their game plan today, and especially for a team that's sort of chasing the playoffs.
Yeah.
But like I say, ultimately we showed good character once we went 1-1 and got our second goal and finished the game off and got the job done.
Yeah, obviously behind the goal when Sykes is playing, the chance Sykes is on fire, and it was today.
Yeah, I just said to him, I said, I can't wait. He said he's struggling with a bad foot, like top of his foot. He bashed it in training on Thursday, which is a bit of a worry, and he was struggling to keep the ball in the warm-up today. And just said to him, if that's how you play and when you're slightly injured, I can't wait till you're fully fit, so to get yourself going. But I thought he took both his goals really well. We had a couple of good other chances. I think the keeper's made a couple of really good saves from Benton and Manny later on as well. So I think when we look back and reflect on it and we look at the stats, we probably were dominant, but without probably grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck to try and get that second goal before making it a little bit difficult for ourselves.
Yeah, and we was getting booked fairly early on.
Yeah.
But managed to last the 90. Was you worried?
Yeah, no. We like to put trust in the players, and we speak a lot about discipline and keeping our discipline, especially when it's emotional and you want to win and it's a competitive game, and sometimes the inconsistency of referees to what's a foul and what's a yellow card, you have to accept that at times. But I thought Connor done well, and he competed. He won a lot of first and second balls, I thought, in the first half and second half. Put his head in where it hurt and got a whack as well, which we have to keep an eye on. But no, I trust my players that they have to be disciplined. It's a competitive game, and you will pick up yellow cards, and it's probably a yellow card that we probably accept because it stops the counter attack.
Yeah,
I think it's probably a smart foul, as we would call it.
Yeah, I think before that they had a couple of them as well, but didn't get punished for it.
Yeah.
But fair play to Withers after that yellow cards, kept his game clean and done well with it.
Yeah.
Going into March, we've got 5 games. Yeah. Saturdays and 1 Tuesday. Do you think it's going to be a tough run?
Yeah, I think so. Just going back with, I think credit to Scott and Lee this week. I've been ill this week. I haven't been at the club. I haven't been able to come to training or anything like that. I think credit to the boys that it hasn't disrupted them at all, and a good group of lads. And credit to Lee and Scott. They've done a lot of work this week in Monday and Thursday's training and covering for me. So I'd like to come back in today. So credit to them. I think it's important that we say that. I think going into the running, I think it's always going to be tough, isn't it? I think every game, and you only got to look at the results in the league this weekend, last weekend, and games coming up. Every game's going to be close. Every game's going to be a bit of a battle, and you just got to try and keep getting over the line. And it might not be about playing pretty all the time now and playing your best performances. It's probably about trying to win, isn't it? And keep adding them points up, and the team that can add the most points will normally win the league. And that's how we'll take one game at a time, as we keep saying the whole way through. We're proud of our home record. We're proud of our undefeated record now, which I think is probably must be up there with a club record, I reckon, of some kind. So I think the boys want to protect that, and I think that's our first challenge, is to see if we can protect that for as long as possible without losing. And if we do lose and we have a bad result, we'll deal with that, and we react. It's how we react to that, which I think could be important. But we go to Basildon next week away. Who had a great result at Stowmarket today, and they've changed manager. They've put up form, so we're going to have to be the best form of Averley next week, and everybody's going to be at it. We're going to need the squad now with some games like midweek coming up as well. So it's we're going to have to be at it. We're going to have a good week's training and wash this one away and ready to go again. Yeah,
and finally, just on today, do you think, obviously, last week the Friday night at Malden got called off because of the storm? Do you think that break has helped us? Would you like to played it? And
yeah, I think if you look at both games, I think they obviously didn't play then. They had a cup game that they played in midweek, so they have had a fixture. And I think sometimes rhythm, you miss a week, you have a bit of rhythm. It gives people, we're pretty good on the injury front, so I'd like to say give people a chance to recover. And I think what it did do, it enabled us to have a bit of a break, have a weekend off, and we give the boys the Saturday off, so they spent some time with their families. Which is important, and it might have been quite a good time, with 11 games left and 11 weekends almost left. So it might have been quite a good way in that way that we've had that opportunity, and the boys have had a bit of time off. Thanks to the club as well for obviously giving us that Saturday off, which is important. But the boys trained well this week, looked at a little bit of a buzz in training, which was good. And then obviously we got the result done today. Maybe not quite the performance, but the result which was important. We have another good week, and again another tough game at Basildon.
Perfect, Scotsy. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Brilliant.